Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we got Nate in the house. He's actually, we'll go over and take a look. Doug's in the house, he's down sanding. We've got the headlights to do today. We've got them in place. What I've done is I've stood back, did some measuring, got them exactly where I want them. They're both exactly 25 3/4, 25 3/4. So they're exactly where I want them. I like the positioning of them when I stand back and take a look at them. They look really good. So now what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sheathe them in. And when I sheathe them in, I'm not going back to the edge of the headlight ring I had before. I'm going to sheathe them in so it goes like this. So they go on an angle a little bit. I don't want to sheathe it in straight. No, I don't want to do that. I want to sheathe it in so it's on a little bit of an angle. Because on this side it's on a little bit of an angle. So I want to keep this side a little bit on an angle and the underneath a little bit of an angle. I got a little bit of flat going on there, but we'll get to that. So basically what I'll do is I'll get a line going around one, and then I'll mock the line going around the other one with the distance from the hood. I can pretty well see what's going on there, and I can see from the inside also. Got my aluminum pieces cut for the back side of the headlight itself. So when the headlight is done, I have a plate that screws from the back side, closes off any dirt or anything comes in there. Let's go over here for a second, if you don't mind, sweetheart. Nate can show me what we're doing here. He's got one of these already completed. Got this in. Now he's using that one. Here, put that back on there, will you please? Now he's using that one as a pattern and help him out. You can see how he had to cut that to make that fit the vent window, or the bat window, whatever you want to call it.
A little quicker now, the pattern.
But that's what's going on. He had to do that all around there for both of them. So now he's using that one for a pattern. And I suggest you do the exact same thing. And that's what I'm going to do here. The pattern that I have for this side of the light, I'm going to use for this side of the light. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And guess what day it is? It's Friday. Let's check this in.
What's Friday? Whopper Friday.
Whopper Friday? All right, so what I'm going to do, I got this piece of paper here, just a triangle that I had out there. I'm going to try to wrap it around this headlight and make it fit the best I can. So what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape that on right there. We're right at the point of the weld. I want this to match up with the piece I have on there. I don't want to start this piece down here. I want to start that piece and match it up there. When I put this piece going down here, I want to start matching up with that one there and then come down around. It just looks better if anything happens. I don't want to come up here and start put a piece along here when that's stuck out there. You want to make it look the best you can for what you have. That's what I'm thinking anyways. And you want to try to make it the least amount of panels as possible. Like I don't want to put 6 pieces around that headlight. I want to put a couple pieces and try to make it look the best I can. I hope that makes sense. Because all it does is reflect on your work, that's all. And if it looks good, you'll be happy. If it don't look good, you probably won't be happy. Just looking for a knee pad. Doug, you want a knee pad, old buddy? There's one there if you want one. Let's do this. We're going to wrap this around. Remember I said you can see the distance here. That's quite a bit of distance. Light come right around there. But we're going to go in here somewhere because we want that on an angle. We want that on an angle. And we're going to take that. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Grab myself a piece of tape. I can't weld the paper to the car, so I'll tape it to the car.
You can try.
Yeah, I can try, but it won't work, I guarantee it.
I've seen the paper on fire and it melted back down on the floor. Good.
The only thing Nathan said he couldn't weld and fix is a broken heart.
That's why I got one of them tattooed on my hand.
Is that right? All right. I'm going to what? Let's do this. I want to stick that piece of paper on there somehow. Takes a little bit. It does. Now you can see if you come around this side, it's down there too far. It's going to take a little bit to get it going right, but just gonna mark it, I guess. I got this distance right here. See that distance right there? I got that. I'm gonna try to keep that distance down there. Same, I'm trying to keep the same distance, sort of. So mark it here. Gonna mark the center of the piece. To the back of my line. Now I've got that not looking too bad. I'm gonna put a little better piece of tape there. Now what happens over here? I've got a big gap going on. Somewhat. You see that gap going there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of tape on it and try to close it up. Just trying to close that piece up. Just so if I take it off, then I have the right pattern. Not bad. Not bad. A piece over here. You see underneath here I got a big gap going on. Don't want the gap. I want to put some tape on that. So when I pull that off, no, it don't look right. I got paint tape over everything. I mark it. Alrighty, looks like it's fitting somewhat tight. Got my mark going here. This is a hard one. Now, I'm going to cut it off right here. And the reason I'm going to cut it off right here is because it looks like it fits pretty decent all the way along here. Then I have to put one little piece in here, but I'm going to go from here over. A little bit of the piece is not fitting too bad, so there's no reason cutting off. Just going to take it up to the car, put the tape on there so it fit the piece. Sometimes the pattern Alrighty, let's try it. Let's take it off and see what we got. I've added the tape on this. Just want to straighten the tape out because it got away from the pattern there. Alrighty, got two lines, one there. I'm going to follow the tape. Then we're going to transfer it to a piece of metal like we always do. Let's do this. We'll cut it a little bit bigger. We can always shave it back a little bit, that's for sure. If it's too short, then you have to get a new piece. So we'll just make it a little bit longer.
You shaved something back last night.
What's that?
You shaved something back.
I did. I just shaved my face. I did it this morning, actually. Had Shower, cleaned up. Where's my piece I want? What did I just do? Huh? Damn it! So this, I didn't want this piece. I want the other piece. All right, so now I know what I got to do. We're going to add that much to this piece. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention. Nathan got me.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. That's what it's all about. You didn't get me. I just did. I got it myself. Not paying attention. Did you shave last night, Nathan?
No.
No. The beard underneath the covers or over the covers?
Right now, it's still I don't have to think about it yet.
Do I think about it right now?
It's coming soon.
It's coming soon. Alrighty. I'm thinking that we're going like that. And I've taken it to that point there. And we're shy. Not looking too bad, to be honest with you. Add some to it. Okay, let's take this piece. Let's get it on a piece of metal. Let's do this. Gonna need more anyway, so we might as well do it. Sharp. Get my gloves. It's like anything else, quicker you get that pattern done, the quicker you move on. That's why I like jamming tape on it when it's not fitting the best. It does not matter, I guess. Kind of an odd situation going on there, but it fits, so we're gonna go with it. That tape there is supposed to be cut off. We'll go like this. We want to add, because I cut too much off of that, we're going to add probably ½ inch on there, a little bit more. Looks good. I don't know what's going on here, but this is my pattern. I'm gonna follow it. Seems odd, but then again, it is what it is. Cut that off. I'm gonna make that go. I can trim some off after if it don't fit right. Let's keep this pattern. For that headlight, just have to flip it over the other way. Number one, let's cut that piece. Yeah, excuse me for a second. Cut this off. Dad, will you hold that piece of metal there, please? I don't want Joey to get cut. It might be sharp, but if you want to take it when it falls. Thank you. Just lay it on the floor, that'd be great. Fantastic. Thank you, Douglas. Very good little turn going on. Trying to stay on the outside of the black line. Just gives me a little extra. As I say that, I trim some of it off. Yeah, basically you just want to get them headlights exactly where you want them, and then try to make 2 or 3 patterns that fit instead of making a whole bunch of pieces. And all it is paper and take your time. That's all it is, piece of paper and take your time. I can do it, you can do it. It's like someone said, them tattoos hurt, Nate? And all I say is, if I can do it, you can do it. Tattoos. Do the tattoos hurt? Well, sure they do. But, you know, if he can handle it, I can handle it, you can handle it. What's that? You know, that's how it goes. When my tongue comes out, it means I'm concentrating, right? Now, all I'm hoping is this is not a piece of aluminum. Let's put it through the roller. Thinking that's it. Let's do this. Sorry, Fiend, I keep chasing you around, I know. Sorry. Sorry. Can you move, Fiend? Can you move a little bit? Thank you. I'm just going to give it a little roll around for the headlight. You can bend it by hand if you want to, but if I can bend it like this and get a nice sweeping roll on it and use the tool that I have, why would I not? If you know what I'm trying to say, you can bend that around there, no problem, by yourself, on your knee, with your hands, but I've got it, so I'm going to use it. Do what you gotta do. Let's take that out and see what we got. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing right a second yet. Ooh. Nope. It's not even close. Yeah. That looks nice. Ooh, that looks really nice. I got a sharp spot going on there. What I'm going to do, I feel like I have a sharp spot going on right there. Just digging in a little bit. I'm going to tack it on and then figure it out. Because it's hard to manipulate it when it's not tacked on. When it's tacked on, then I can manhandle it a little bit. Gives me an extra set of hands. Turn that on. Just want to knock off some dirt of the helmet. I've got 2 headlights to do, so it's going to take me a little bit. Yeah, when it comes to something like this, I think, just my opinion, I think the more that you can, or the less panels you can make to get the job done, the better job you'll have in the end. It'll just look better. Or I think it will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack it on, because I'm going to have to take it back off. And I know I'm going to have to take it back off, because I'm going to have to clean up the metal where I'm going to weld it. I'm not going to clean up all the metal around there if I don't know where I'm welding it yet. So I want to get it fitting. I can knock that off. Let's do this. Let's knock that. Let's give it a look. I'd like to give it a nice little tack somewhere. I can cut it off. I'm gonna hold it on there. Yeah, I get it fitting. And we want that fitting as good as possible. I want to try to get the same distance. I like this here. I'm going to take and marker this. There we go. I actually like the whole piece, to be honest with you. So I'm going to do. It's fitting pretty good. I just want to shove it in. I want to tack it here, and then I'll trace around there. I want the metal fitting tight to the, looks like a good distance there. It's got it angled out nice. We're going to be angled out there nice. So we're trying to imitate. This side's going to be angled. This fender's out further than the headlight itself. So basically, just trying to imitate what's going on. Ouch! Yow! Welded my finger. Stop it. Weld it. Nope, didn't get it right. Didn't get it right. Got too far a distance away from there. I want to push it tighter. It didn't help welding my finger, but it is what it is.
It only hurt for a second.
It does, but it hurts at nighttime too when I'm in the bed. All right, let's do it again. Nope, I'm going to use a pair of vice grips. Or I think I can. Actually, what I might do, this is what I'm going to do. Instead of welding it there and causing all kinds of grief, which is, I think it's going to take off a little bit after I weld it, I'm going to do this. Let's mark it. Then I know where to clean up. To weld it on. Let's do that. And that's what I really wanted to know. I want to know where to clean it up. Let's cut it back off. Happy with that, I am. Very happy. Nice piece. Now, let's look at this a little bit here now. We're good there. A little bit less line there going on. Okay, not bad. Let's take and clean it off with the die grinder. The reason I feel like the die grinder is the one, because, I don't know, why not? looks fantastic. Get that shoved up my bum, huh? Woo! Gonna make a line here. Just I'm hoping that I can make it that. I'm hoping the next piece can go on here, all the way down here, match up with that one. Hoping. One nice thing about the car, no filler on the headlight. No filler, that's one nice thing. That's a fantastic thing about the car. If there was filler around there and had to be fixed, what I'd have to do is I'd have to fix it and then try to do it. But we're lucky on that part. Using 18 gauge. That's what I'm using, 18 gauge. Get a hammer. Turn that off for a second. Just want to straighten these edges out. Alrighty, let's see if we can get this sucker zapped on here and be happy. Let's see if we can get it tacked on and be happy. I'm gonna go with that line. I like that line. One tack, it's gonna hold it. And two tacks, we're in place. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to tack it on this side where it's nice and tight and right at the present moment, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna put that on there like that, tack it. Hopefully it's not too much of a tack in case I have to take it off. That's when it becomes an issue. Let's tack it. That looks good here. Just looking at that distance there. When I go down underneath here and I look at that distance. Not too bad. What if I go up a little bit? Got a little bit of a gap going on there. Sure. I gotta go for it. We got her. Well, that no problem. Piece of piss. Piece of piss. I'm thinking that is a nice, yeah, there. Pull that up a little bit. Yeah. I'm liking that. Just gonna tack that a little bit better. Yeah, got a good distance going on here. Good distance going on. Just something to go by, you know. If I don't have something to go by, then it's really hard to. Not liking how I got that stuck up in the air and it's kind of putting pressure on that if I pull that down. We'll see. We will see. We've got a little flat spot here. We're going to have to fix that. We'll have to fix that. I'm going to. Just trying to manipulate that so it's right. There we go. Let's do this. I'm going to tack it right here in the front. just so it's tight. Now, that looks good. You know, we're getting a good thing going on here. What I don't like is this piece right here. I don't know if it's going to bend down good enough for me. It's not going to move it. Not going to move a thing. We'll get this piece. We'll get this piece tied on a little bit better on the back side. That way there it can't move the back side. It won't move the head. I don't want to move the headlight as I'm bending this, trying to get it in shape. I might have to let that go, get that down, and then put that back on. Let's put this little piece in here. Let's put that piece in. Let's do this. I'm gonna knock that off and see if I can't get that down. I don't have to have that piece because I got a piece here, 45 like that underneath. I might cut that after I get it going. I might get it down there and we'll see. Does the headlight move when I do that? Find the headlight moves when I put that down, sweetheart? Don't seem like it does it. I got a little bit of it going on right here though. See how that, I push that down, I got a little big gap going on there. Okay, let's get the next piece on. Right, that's from here up around to here. Number one. This is the piece that I messed up on. Let's cut this straight. Ooh, that's nice. All right. Now I got this piece put on. Let's get it on there straight somewhat. Fits really good. Just gonna take my finger and rub it on the piece that we just put on there. Ooh. Got my marker. Trace it off at the front. There's a piece where I pressed with my finger. You can see where I pressed on my finger, so now I got my line there. Scissors. You leave it a little bit long. See my line? And then we've got a piece that goes in there like so. Looks good. Let's get that back there a little bit. I'm thinking that right here, what I'm thinking is I got a little bit of a patch fitment issue. And it's going to be right there. We're going to cut that off a little bit. Easier to fit it with paper than it is metal. That's for sure. There's what we got going on. That looks good to me. All right, let's cut this piece. Okay, sweat rolling. This is, all right, let's get this piece going here. Sorry, Fina. I don't mean to disturb you.
Huh? Got her back at the door now.
Did you get her back out the door?
Yeah.
We're good, good.
You did? No, I've already got it.
I'm
I've
talking.
already got it.
La La Land here.
I'm good, I don't worry.
Seriously, I'm way off in La La Land. I'm just scratching.
You're off in La La Land? I'm guessing you learned that from the Smurfs.
Yeah, I love terpenes.
Let's just cut it off. It's too sharp, these pair of gloves. Kind of awkward going here, but we'll get her. I wouldn't hit you on purpose, Fina. That's for sure. Just going to take him off. Get a little burr right there, messing me up, but we're gonna go with it. Both Doug and Nate live on the mountain, and their weather is colder than what we have down on, I guess down here. It's a little bit colder, and they're both whining about how cold it is on the mountain. And I can't say as I blame them, to be honest with you, right?
Yeah, it's only a couple miles away.
4 to 6 degrees a couple miles away.
Yeah. So it goes like that. Just got to make sure I get the pattern going the right way. Going this way. Yeah, I guess. Well,
You always have to use that whole thing?
don't like how that does that. When you first take off in that roller, sometimes it'll put a little crease across there. Don't like it. Gotta fix it. Gotta just take it in on my little machine in here, or not my machine, but my metal bending machine, and fix it. And what I mean by fix it is put a little bit of roll in it to match the rest of it. Hey, that made me happy. Now I've got that kinky looking thing out of it. A little bit more of a roll there, but all right. Need to roll a little bit more. Let's do it in there and that. I think that's probably the better machine for what we're doing right now. All this is two pieces, one piece of big pipe going across here, a small piece with a gap in between, and I get the metal down in there, and basically that's the end of it. Just a nope, I didn't like that. Too much. Too much. See a little space as I put that up there like that. I can see where it's hitting. I guess it don't much matter. Yeah, it does matter. You can see it hitting right in there. You see the light on this side. You see the light. You see the light on this side hitting right there. I'm not sure if I need to take a little bit of that yet. But what I am going to do is flatten it out a little bit. Ooh. Put put that on there with that, like that. I'm gonna get it fitting this little roll here. All right, so you can see how I'm hitting right there. I'm gonna take a little bit out of that. Then check it again. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tack it on. It's not fitting perfectly right this second, but I'm gonna make it fit. That hurt. Hard to believe, but. That's on. Couldn't hear it, that's all. Good. Track that right here. Wire speed's a little quick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it on here at this piece and then go back there. Let me grab a pair of channel locks. Just trying to pay attention to how the metal's going on so I don't get messed up. This here, you can see this one here. When I push this down on, I've got too much metal up there, so I'm going to have to let that go and then pry this down. But I just want to make sure I get this one right. I can pry this one, make this one work, and then I'll work on the back part. I don't want to bend the metal here, so I'm going to stick it out past the metal that comes out past. I'm going to grind off. I don't want to put my pliers in there and squeeze way back there. I don't want to do that. I just want to come up here where I'm going to cut the metal off and then pry it on home. That way there I've got no dents going on. Gonna leave it, looks good. This here is not fitting perfectly this way. You can see there's a little bit of metal, but I can get in there and push that tight or put a pair of C-clamps on it. If I can get inside there. Fits really good. Fits excellent, actually. Excellent. I'm gonna go back in there further with another pair. Nice. Put this up in there. Now we're gonna start shoving this piece on. Two different curves going on. This one's tighter than this one. Love it. Is that okay there? I'm just gonna walk it up slowly. What I mean by walk it up slowly. Nope, that hammer's gonna go. So I'll just do a little bit there. It's tight there. And let's walk it up a little bit further. Get it tight again. That going. It's tight. Now, I can run my zip cut through that. Cut that off. Oh. That was me farting, Doug. Lots of ice cream with the bad tooth. I scream, you scream, everybody scream for ice cream? All right. What I can do is run a zip cut through there. Cut that off. I'd like to cut this one off, but this one's over top of this one. I can't see the line from the piece that I put in. That's what I'd like to cut off. I'd like to cut off. We can do it though. Let's put our brain to it. I don't really want that overlap there. All that requires is, what that requires is more filler. I'm going to run a zip cut through that. See if I can pull that in there. Oh yeah. Here's my piece. Now let's get a C-clamp in there. Now this one here fits good back here. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It is. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, this one's good here. It's not so good way back there. It's good right there. Hold it for me. C-clamps with the long swivel on them. I don't see them right at the present second. There it is.
They're buried up on you.
No worries, no worries. Shove it in there a little bit further if we can. Fits good, just so I can have it. I can hammer that. It's a little flat going on there, but it fits. It's flush fitting, so. I just want to tap this out a little bit. I don't want to hit too hard. I just want to make shape. Set this one in. Stack it on. Nope. Alrighty. Just do this. I don't want to mess up anything, but I want it tight. Hand out, take some heat away. Me and Jolene went and played bingo. What night did we play bingo? Last Saturday? Me and Jolene went and played bingo last Saturday. Jolene won $50. And while we were there was a piano in the corner said, "Take me, I'm free." Guess what me and Nate and Doug did yesterday? We went and got a piano. Didn't we? All right, that's fitting pretty good.
Nathan turned it out and John's like that. Right?
Let's just knock that on here so we can get, so it stays, that's all. I want it to stay tight. I'm actually going to do one more. What's going to have to happen on that situation, I'll show you actually. Let's cut 2 of these off. And the reason I got to cut 2 of them spot welds off is I have to have, I need this metal here to go down tight, and this will have to move back here and go in a different position, and we'll have to cut it or whatever we'll have to do. We'll have to see. I'm going to put another spot on it in case it wants to take off. Just in the corner here. Just to make sure. And with something like that, you want to go very careful. And then the reason you want to go very careful is because you don't want to cut up the rest of the car just to make something fit. Now we'll see we got this going. Let's get our channel locks rocking and rolling. Just feeling her over. See if we're doing a good job or not. Got my channel locks back behind the, I'm going to have to walk it up as I go. Just to make sure everything's tight and right here. Don't want to walk beyond. I don't want to dent the metals, what I don't want to do. It's okay if I dent it, it's too. Alright. Okay. Now you can see how the metal has changed back here. You see how it's got longer? for this. Now, I've got a piece of metal in there. I wouldn't mind cutting it out. Let's go to the V. We'll see what happens. I'm going to tack it here in the middle because it's tight and right. Right there, I'm going to tack it. I'm going to push this metal down here. Let's work it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Push this down and tight. Don't want to bend it, just want to put it on. And you can go too hard. I want this to fit here. See, it's going too fast. Let's make that fit. Now it looks good. Cut off, meets up. This one meets up down here, goes around there like that. Just feeling this piece underneath here. Cut this off. I'm going to borrow this grinder if you don't mind, Nate. What I have here is I have excess metal, and I do not want to grind off where I've tacked it. If I grind off where I tacked it, it's going to take off on me. So this is what I do. Now that I have that right where I want to weld it, now I can come along, plunk that on there. It's not going anywhere. Let's do a couple more. Closing my eyes as I weld it. Now I can prime the ones off in between. Should be able to grind that off now. Gonna have to put a little piece in that. It's going good. Hammer's bringing this here together. That's where we butt weld those two pieces together. Nailed it. Nailed it. Let's do this. Takes a bit, but get that tack on, that comes through the top. So it don't fall off. I wonder if I can get that off. Just checking to see if I can get that, score that off if I wanted to. I probably could if I want to butt weld this down here. Or I could cut down through there. I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you, because this piece here is fitting so good. I'm going to stand back and take a look at it for a minute. Got her all closed in, don't even know what it looks like. That might be a mistake. No, it looks good. Looks real good. That's quite a headlight coming off the front of that bad boy, I can tell you that.
You'll have to take the parking light that's in the grill and bring that in too.
No. No. How do I want to do that? I probably should have cut that off before you start, but it gives strength, the underneath of this thing. Nope. I'm not gonna cut that piece, and there's no reason for it. And the reason being is I've got a 45 right here, right there, and I got this piece right here. If I cut that all off, when I go to start mounting stuff on that, it really leaves a little tiny space for this here to be secure, to wrap to. It's not hurting anything, that's for sure. It's right there. It's fitting nice and tight and right. What I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. You can see the line. You can see the line where the fender is, where we put this down, and we had to get more metal here. When we pushed this back, it pulled it off the line and made it run up the fender further. So there's the line right there. There's where my metal is. I'm going to cut this back till it fits on that line. Then I'll do my weld so it's right on top of the line. Then you will never know that if it was butt welded or not butt welded. How's that? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a little trickery. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. I just don't want to get in a mess cutting that piece off. And if I want to butt weld that piece, I certainly can run the zip cut down there. It's this piece right here. I do not want to get digging that all out, cut that all down there, and not wanting to do that. I got a little marker right there, so I'm just going to go over a little tiny bit, and then I'll. Don't want to cut the metal underneath, not really, even though I am going to be welding it up. There we go. Now you can see I'm on the other side of the line a little bit. Hey, beautiful. You are, Jolene. Absolutely gorgeous. And that's a fact, Jack. Yeah, I just want to see that it's tight and right. It is. I'm going to bring it all the way over to my weld. I got to bring it all the way over to the point, my weld. And that way there, when I grind it off, I can grind it off so you can't tell it's there. That's what I can do. I'll get my helmet on, finish it. So when I weld that across the top here, we'll bring the weld. You can see how the weld is here. We'll take it all the way over to the line of the fender. The line of the fender's right here. We'll take our weld all the way over just like that. So when I grind it off, I can grind it off this way, and I can grind it off the other way, and we're making a new line. We're not making a new line. The line's already there, but we're going to stay on that line, so when we grind it off, you cannot tell that it's been done. There's one headlight that's extended on the front fender. Now, I know when I did the tail lights, it was something to be desired for, and I got looking at it, it's like, I don't know if I like that or not. But now that I've been looking at it for quite a while, I love the tail lights. I think they look awesome. But with the headlights, last night, me and Jolene come out. I honestly think that the headlight extensions on this car make it. I really do. I find that the front end is punched back so far with the headlights pulled ahead. It makes it a bigger car. It's bold and proud, and it's coming at you. That's how I feel, to me. But that's right there. I feel like anybody could do that if you want to take your time and put some paper on there and get it wrapped around there and just take your time and use the skills that you have to know. I couldn't get this metal down because this metal back here was nailed down, so I had to undo that to get the tighter curve and then go back to the bigger curve, if you know what I'm trying to say. So basically I got to do the exact same thing to this one. I've got this pattern, and I've got, I'm not sure where the other pattern went, but I have another pattern here. I'm sure I didn't throw it away. I still have it. And we'll make exact same pieces for the other side. Hopefully that makes it fit the other side. I have this to go by, the distance from here to there, the distance from there to there. We got them looking both the same. I'm happy, very happy. Thanks a lot for coming back, everybody. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for buying all the gear. The gear's flying off the shelf. We want to thank you for that. I want to thank Doug and Nate for helping. And have a great day. Come back tomorrow, and we definitely will be here.